Here is a little mystery before we start. Imagine standing in the exact center of a circular room, looking at a painting on the wall. Hold that thought, because today it becomes mathematics. Welcome to Math Concepts Made Easy. Today is day 18, and our lesson is all about angle subtended by arc. Before we start, a quick recap. In our last lesson, day 17, we studied chord properties, equal chords, perpendicular from center, distance. If any of that feels unclear, pause here and re-watch day 17 first, because today builds directly on it. By the end of this lesson, student can visually recognize the arrowhead pattern and knows the center angle is always twice the edge angle. Grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let us begin. Before we touch any formulas, let me show you where this idea already lives in your everyday life. Imagine standing in the exact center of a circular room, looking at a painting on the wall. Your eyes have to open wide to see the whole thing. Now, back up until you hit the back wall. The painting is further away, so your viewing angle shrinks. You have been using this idea all along. Today we simply give it a name and learn its rules. So what is really going on here? Geometry proves exactly how much it shrinks. If you stand at the edge of the circle, the circumference, the angle you look through is exactly half the size of the angle from the center. We call this the arrowhead theorem because the lines often look like an arrow pointing at the arc. Keep that picture in your mind, because everything else in this lesson grows out of it. Now we are ready to say this precisely, the way mathematicians do. Here is our focus for today: inscribed angle theorem, angle at center versus circumference. In symbols, we write it as the angle at the center is exactly twice the angle at the circumference. Every word of that definition matters, so read it slowly. You already know chord properties, isosceles triangles. This definition simply builds on those familiar ideas. Here is the key formula for angle subtended by arc. The formula is, the angle at the center is exactly twice the angle at the circumference. Watch how each part appears as I say it. Do not just memorize the symbols, make sure you understand what each one represents, because that is what the exam really tests. Let us put this to work with real examples, one step at a time. Given, points A, B, C on a circle, center O, angle ACB, edge, equals 35 degrees. Find angle AOB, center. Step 1, check that both angles anchor to the same arc, AB. Step 2, apply theorem. Angle AOB equals 2 times 35 degrees equals 70 degrees. Notice how every line follows logically from the one before it. That habit, checking each step, is what makes your answers reliable. Now, a quick warning, because I see students lose marks on this every single year. Before I show you, think about what could possibly go wrong here. 3, 2, 1. Using the theorem when the center point is just a random floating point inside the circle. The point must be the exact mathematical center of the circle, and both angles must anchor to the exact same arc. Compare the wrong way and the right way on screen, and promise yourself you will never fall for this one. Time to try it yourself. Here is your practice question. If the center angle AOB equals 150 degrees, what is angle ACB? The edge angle is half of the center. Pause the video now, or take a few seconds with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let us solve it together. Angle ACB equals 150 degrees divided by 2 equals 75 degrees. How did you do? If you slipped anywhere, rewind and watch that step again. That is exactly how strong students learn. Let us bring today's lesson together in one picture. At the center of everything sits angle subtended by arc. We explored inscribed angle theorem, angle at center versus circumference. The one formula to remember is the angle at the center is exactly twice the angle at the circumference. Watch out for the common trap we discussed. And remember our goal: student can visually recognize the arrowhead pattern and knows the center angle is always twice the edge angle. Next lesson, trigonometric ratios, sine, cosine, tan, definition from right triangle. New lessons every day on math concepts made easy. Thank you for learning with me. See you tomorrow.